Several years ago, I was listening to a person tell a story about Noah, and Noah was a story about floods and about storms, and about being prepared for the storms of life. And in his talk, he said everybody has storms in their life. And we all do. We all have storms come into our lives, and this talk inspired me to want to be prepared for the storms that have come and will come into my life. And so I started searching for what back then was called a 72-hour kit or a bug-out bag, and all I found was a bucket with a Mylar blanket in it, a couple protein bars, and a few other odds and ends. And the Mylar blanket was your shelter, it was your sleeping bag, it was your everything. And honestly, it would probably taste better than the protein bars that were in there for your food. So maybe you could survive with this Mylar blanket and the protein bars, but that's not living. That's barely surviving. I wanted a pack that you couldn't just live for 72 hours with, but that you could survive and thrive for a whole week with. And I couldn't find it anywhere. I decided I would have to make my own. And Life in a Pack is about being ready for those type of scenarios. For the last 4 years, I've been trying to put together all the things that go in Life in a Pack. And Life in a Pack is a bag that I've put together that has everything you need to thrive for a week, pretty much anywhere. Great food, water, a water filter, an energy source, solar panel. It really has everything, even some games in there, everything you need to thrive for a week, whether you're out backpacking or whether you're sheltering in place. Life in a Pack is about that, about being ready for hiking out if you have to, but not just about the storms, about being ready for adventure, about being ready for an overnight hike, a week-long hike, getting out and enjoying the outdoors and the wilderness. And so it's about the ups and the downs of life and being ready for both. I visited a website called ready.gov. On ready.gov, they recommend that everyone in the US have a 72-hour kit or a survival bag, packed and ready to go. And I found a survey online that said that less than 2% of people in the US had a bag that met the criteria of all the categories on ready.gov. Our goal at Life in a Pack has always been to get this into the hands of as many people as possible, to get people prepared for the storms that come into their life. To do that, we had a price point. We really wanted to keep the one-person pack at under $500. That's been very difficult. We've had to travel around the country, source products from overseas and travel overseas to find the products to go in Life in a Pack. And in the end, we couldn't find a lot of the products, and we had to design our own tent, our own backpack, and many of the products that are in Life in a Pack, we've worked with companies to design ourselves so that we could get the best quality and the best products in the pack possible and stay under that $500 price point. Together, we can get this pack into people's hands and save lives from things that are preventable with Life in a Pack.